FNAF 2.
Yeah, baby. I'm live now. My 2 million viewers. Let's play some FNAF 2. Oh wait,
Oh, FNAF.
I'm stupid. I gotta watch the video first.
Yo, FNAF 2 costs money now, bro. What?
What do you mean? It's always cost money.
But I have
As I'm in
like
the
all
midst of applying
FNAF
for
games.
residency right now, wish me luck, Grammarly has
No, I
again
don't
been a
have them all.
lifesaver with my application.
On the Freddy Fazbear mask, and you're just going to want to wait him out. So, in this guide, and all guides that follow it, I'm going to separate the animatronics into 3 different categories. I'm going to talk about office animatronics, which are Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Toy Freddy, and Golden Freddy. I'm going to talk about vent animatronics, which are Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Balloon Boy, and Mangle. And I'm going to talk about special animatronics, which are Foxy and the Puppet, who behave very uniquely. There's no other animatronic in the game who behaves quite like them. So it is now 1 a.m. It's been 1 a.m. for a while. So Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica's AI level have both gone up to 2. So let's check the stage.
Had all the
And
games.
they are all still here. That's actually pretty lucky. They're usually gone by now.
Yeah,
So
there's nothing to
just
play.
check
I'm
the
like
show
on
stage.
Oculus,
Basically,
bro.
occasionally you
Yeah, at
don't
least
have any
there's
power in this
something.
game, of course, like the first one. So you can pretty much use it
Absolutely
on just
nothing
whatever
here.
you want. The flashlight battery is the only resource management that you have to worry about, and that's not too stressful. So yeah, just keep an eye on the animatronics every now and then, looking at the show stage. They are all still here. It is now 2 a.m. Once it hits 2 a.m., that's when the music box starts to wind down. So if you're listening to the phone call, it's around the same time that phone guy mentions it. So as soon as the clock hits 2 a.m., you want to be paying attention. When it hits 2 a.m., that's when you have to start consistently winding the music box. You have to pay
Joss
attention to that.
Stickman Epic
You don't
2
want to die to the
Xbox.
puppet on night 1, trust me. It's kind of scary
I
and
want
kind
to
of
Joss
embarrassing.
Stickman, but it's
So,
$7
yeah.
damn
Just keep the
dollars.
camera on cam 11 for the most part. I'm going to check over
Maybe
here.
I don't want to
Toy
Joss
Bonnie is gone,
Stickman.
so see if we can find him real quick since the music box is winding down a little slow. There he is. He is in party room 3. So
I can't
he's
take
not going
it
to be near me
anymore.
for a while. I'm just going to wait here.
Ah!
Just chill for a while, wind the music box. So, I also want to talk about how the AI of the vent animatronics in particular actually works. It is actually fairly random. That's where a lot of the randomness of this game comes in is, oh, well, you know, like sometimes the vent animatronics will just stay there forever, which if you're on 1020, that can mean death. That can very, very easily mean death. So, that is something, obviously, that you do have to be aware of.
I don't play Minecraft on VR.
Random. It's easy
That's
to
what I feel
tell
like
on
doing.
earlier nights, basically, like as soon as you hear banging in the vents, just take the
I
mask
know, right?
off and then
That's what I'm gonna do.
check the vent light. But on something like 1020, where you have very little room for error, then it is going to be really stressful. I just wait, usually, and go with my gut on when I think they've left, when I think it's been enough time. But sometimes you will be wrong on that. But on the early nights, you can usually tell. It's not a big deal. So this is going to be our strategy for night 1 from now on, as soon as it hits, you know, like 1, 2, 3 a.m. We're just going to pull up the camera, wind the music box for a few seconds. We're going to check the vent lights, check the hallway. I would recommend every time that you lower the camera, I would recommend putting on the mask. So here's how you're going to do it. When that starts playing, that means the animatronics are getting pretty close. So I actually don't know. I think they're in the... No, they're not in the vents. So that just means they're getting closer in general. I guess usually when it plays on 1020, which is the mode I've played the most, and it means the animatronics in the hallway, but it can really just mean that you're starting to be in danger, like they're starting to get closer. So I would recommend, even though it's not really necessary for night 1, what I would recommend is putting on the Freddy Fazbear mask every time you lower the monitor. If Toy Freddy is in the hallway, you should probably do this, like even if you don't want to. But I would recommend doing it anyway if you intend to play this game all the way through. It teaches really good habits. You don't want to get into bad habits early. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to pull the monitor up, and then you actually don't have to hit that button in order to pull the monitor down. You can hit over here where the mask is. So you're going to move your mouse down there twice. Like, look how I do this loop right here. You're going to do that, but a little faster. Alright, so wind the music box, and then I'm going to go... See? Like that. That's exactly what you want to be doing, is close the camera this way every single time. It teaches really good habits. And don't worry about taking the mask off immediately, by the way. anything that's in the room will not be able to kill you as soon as you put the mask on, if you did it in time. The game will actually stop you from taking the mask off if there is something in the office. Keep in mind, this does not apply to vent animatronics. But yeah, that's helpful to know, as you can't really accidentally get killed by an office animatronic by taking the mask off too early. The game's nice like that. That's like the only time that it's nice. It's absolutely terrible to you every single time after. Oh, there's Toy Bonnie. So as soon as you see him in the vents, you're just gonna put the mask on and wait. There he is. A little bit creepy, but yeah. Once he's gone, you're gonna take the mask off. What I would recommend doing, I didn't do there for some reason, but what I would recommend doing is just, whenever an animatronic's in the office, and Toy Bonnie's unique as a vent animatronic because he does actually enter the office and essentially become an office animatronic in a way. So, whenever an animatronic or an office animatronic or Toy Bonnie appears in your office, then what you're going to want to do, I'd recommend, is just have your mouse over the Freddy Fazbear
Web
mask
Guy,
button so that you can
Questcraft,
take it off immediately.
and Pavlov.
And if you are going to do a certain
Questcraft,
strategy for
and Web
1020,
Guy.
this can teach a bad
I'm
habit,
getting those
but
two
I wouldn't
games.
worry about it
I don't
much
care.
right
I'm doing it
now.
right
It's
now.
going to be very efficient for the main
Doing
game,
it
so
right now.
I would recommend just doing that right away.
You do, Bob.
And we should be hitting 6 a.m. pretty much any moment here,
Bob's
so...
the old junker.
Yeah, hopefully this explains some of the fundamentals of the game to you guys and allowed you to get past night 1. There we go, it is now 6 a.m.
Let's try night 1.
Night, you just started right one that you already were in.
No, I was watching a tutorial just to get the
Oh.
main.
Okay, yes, it's not dead. But I gotta swap these batteries. Yeah, I need new batteries.
Bruh. I guess I gotta wait for Steam.
One is coming from
Oh.
Arthur Street,
Alright,
so he's almost here.
you still have those batteries?
I do have batteries.
Oh,
I need them.
Okay.
Some socks on and some sneakers. He doesn't have any sneakers, so he's wearing his sandals with socks. That's for you, so you don't say nothing.
Okay.
You know your home runners.
I'm gonna get new batteries.
Nobody's listening. I'm sitting right here.
I'm listening.
No, you're not.
Bruh. Oh yeah. 5 Nights at I like gotta test all this stuff out.
Hello? Hello? Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old locations, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week, but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night, and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about the robot seeing you as an endoskeleton without his costume on, and wanting to stuff you into a suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy
how's
Fazbear
night
head.
one?
Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually, anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have a light, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
100. 60 though. Okay, so I'm gonna download these games, and I'm gonna put it to charge. This App Store. Door. Web guy. Web guy. Let's go, web guy. Westcraft. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Got it.
You in there, bucko.
Bonnie's a little monkey. Yeah.
Bit over that way.
Let's go. I don't think it's here. Please. Alright, let's do another one though. Pavlov. Pavlov. See?
Got your socks and your shoes on?
No.
You don't have shoes or socks on.
No. I am. Come on. I was
Hurry
gonna
up. He's almost here.
Ooh. Alright. Oh.
That was easy. Alright, let me do that. Alright, this is probably going to be a short stream.
You don't have to love racing to love Gran Turismo, because what you're really watching is this feel-good sports movie.
Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 2 on 5 Nights at Players, which is understandable, but if you follow to the game, so you want to, the music is going to, make Night true, and they can just add to the that it's very common that I've seen is people saying that old Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica can move around on this night. This is not true. The Woodard animatronics, except for Foxy, cannot move at all on night 1 or 2. I checked the AI. There's absolutely nothing that would cause them to start moving around like this before night 3. So don't worry about that. And speaking of animatronic movement, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is people are saying that some animatronics, usually Foxy or Mangle, can just appear in the hallway and kill you at 12 a.m. sometimes. This is just not true. All AI levels are set to 0 until 1 a.m., at which point they will start moving. Let's go ahead and check Kit's Cove. Alright, Mangle is still there. Keep lining up the music box. No problem here. We don't really need to check Kit's Cove, come to think of it, because Mangle will move to the prize corner as soon as he/she, whatever you call it, exits. There we go. There's Mangle. And as you can hear, there's now what sounds like garbled radio static. This is actually an important audio cue that we're going to want to pay attention to later. So what this means is that Mangle is near you, or you're currently looking at Mangle. So if you're not looking at a camera that currently has Mangle on it, which should only be prize corner on the later nights. So if Mangle isn't here, and you hear that radio static, there's only two possibilities. Either Mangle's on the ceiling, and you're probably going to die, because there's nothing you can do at that point, except just not raise the monitor a ton and hope you can wait it out. Or Mangle appears in the right vent, at which point it's time to slap on the mask. You can tell if Mangle is there, if Mangle isn't on the ceiling, and Mangle isn't here. And if you hear radio static, Mangle is in the right vent, so immediately throw on that mask and get rid of him/her. I don't even know how to refer to Mangle in these guides, honestly, but yeah, you don't even need to check the right vent light, really, to see if Mangle's there. The only reason we're doing that is for Toy Bonnie, and we know Mangle's not there anyway, obviously, because Mangle's on camera right here, just left, so yeah, this night should be pretty simple. The pattern that you're going to want to follow is just check the left vent light, use the flashlight, turn over here, right vent light, pull up the camera, wind the music box, and then pull down the camera and put on the Freddy mask, which I was explaining last guide. What you're going to want to do is you don't need to move over here to close the monitor. You can go here, and if you do it twice, you immediately put on the Freddy mask. So Toy Freddy's getting close, so you're going to want to do this anyway, just so that you can prevent him from getting close to you. Well, that's not what I mean. Sorry, I can't talk today for some reason. What I mean is if he enters the office, you have a very short time to put on the Freddy Fazbear mask. So if you're just doing it, even if you don't know if anything is there, like as soon as you raise the monitor, that's how you have the fastest reaction time, because you don't even have to consciously process it. There's Toy Bonnie. Gonna hover our mouse over the bottom left there, so that we can get out as soon as possible. So yeah, this is pretty simple, you know. If there's no one in the hallway, you only need to flash it like 1 or 2 times. If Foxy does appear in the hallway, or any animatronic for that matter, because it does stun them as well, then you are going to want to go ahead and use that flashlight in order to stun them. You're going to want to use it quite a lot for Foxy, of course, so I'd say about 3 to 4 times is probably good. Then you pull up the camera. So yeah, you just want to follow this pattern for the entire night, and as long as you have decent reaction time, then you'll be fine. And another thing that I wanted to mention is you don't want to get too into this pattern. And what I mean by that is that you don't want to be like, okay, check this, immediately pull up the monitor. You know, because if an animatronic is in that vent, there's a very likely chance that you are going to get killed if you pull up the monitor. So you do want to consciously process what's in the vents before you make the decision to pull up the monitor. You're going to have to do it very quick, obviously, on later nights, but on night 2, you can take your time. It's no big deal. The music box doesn't wind down very quickly, so don't worry about taking a little bit extra time. So you just want to follow this pattern, basically, for the entire night. And we got about 2 in-game... Oh, you hear that? That's radio static. That means Mangle is in the right vent right now. When the radio static stops, that's when you take off the mask, because you know Mangle's gone. And make sure to flash Foxy after that, of course, too, to keep him busy. So... while we're waiting for it to roll over to 6 a.m. here, because I think I pretty much covered the gameplay point of things here, let's talk about the technical side of this game real quick. So, many people don't notice. They just kind of assume it, some of them. Some people believe it's like a hoax or whatever. But animatronics that are in the hallway will be stunned if you shine your flashlight on them. It's not just Foxy. If you see Toy Freddy in the hallway, if you shine the flashlight, then he'll fail all movement opportunities, very similar to how Foxy worked in FNAF 1. If you watched the FNAF 1 guides, you know something I talked about is when you have the camera up, that causes Foxy to fail his next movement opportunity. He fails all movement opportunities 100% of the time while you have the camera up. It's the same thing with the flashlight. Toy Freddy can't move. Can't move at all right now. He fails all movement opportunities. It's the same thing that Foxy does also. That's how you keep Foxy at bay. Now, Foxy works a little bit differently. He doesn't attack...
Okay, I at least have to play night 1. Come on. I mean night 2. Library. Okay.
Hello? See, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem. You're a natural. By now I'm sure you've noticed the older models sitting in the back room. Those are from the previous location, and we just use them for parts now. The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology, but they were just so ugly, you know? And the smell. So the company decided to just go in a whole new direction and make them super kid-friendly. Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too, so whatever. I loved those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy. I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those older models would always get disoriented with bright lights. It was called a system restart or something. Come to think of it, you might want to try that on any room where something undesirable might be. It might hold him in place for a few seconds. That glitch might have carried over to the newer models too. One more thing, don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. I don't think a Freddy mask will fool it, so just don't forget the music box. Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do about Balloon Boy? How do I counter Balloon Boy? Oh, that's the worst one. No one told me how to counter Balloon Boy. God damn it. Shut the fuck up, MegaFee. No one cares.
Mom, it's time.
Well, that was a short stream, but I gotta bounce.